Introduction. Welcome to our comprehensive guide on installing engineered wood flooring. In this guide, we'll walk you through the essential steps and considerations to ensure a successful and long-lasting installation. Suitable subfloors and floor preparation. Before we begin, it's crucial to understand that the subfloor must meet certain conditions to ensure a solid foundation for your engineered wood flooring. First, the subfloor must be structurally sound. This means it should be solid, with no loose sections. If you encounter any loose or squeaky areas, secure them by nailing or screwing them down. Flatten any edge swell and replace any damaged sections. For joist spacing up to 19.2 inches on center, a minimum nominal 3/4 inch tongue and groove plywood or OSB subfloor is required. For spacing greater than 19.2 inches up to 24 inches, a minimum 7/8 inch panel is necessary. Next, check the flatness of the subfloor. It should not have a deflection greater than 3/16 of an inch over a span of 10 feet or 1/8 inch over a span of 6 feet. You can check this by tying a string to a nail in the center of the floor, stretching it to the furthest point in the room, and examining any deviations. The subfloor must also be dry and clean, free from any adhesive residue, dirt, or debris. Ensure that any carpet staples or adhesive residues are removed to create a smooth surface for the installation. Tools and equipment. Now that the floor is prepped, make sure you have the appropriate tools for each installation method. A saw, a wood pin moisture meter, safety glasses, 1/2 inch or 5/8 inch spacers, a utility knife, odorless mineral spirits, a putty knife, low adhesion painter's tape, a 75-pound smooth roller, a clean white cloth, towel, an appropriate engineered wood floor adhesive, NIOSH-approved dust mask, a plastic scraper, pry bar, trim puller, a pull bar, starting row wedges, a broom, vacuum, thick felt protectors, straight edge ruler or T-square, a pencil, a tape measure, dust mask or respirator, concrete in situ moisture meter, chalk line, a tapping block, and an appropriate adhesive trowel. Concrete subfloors. If you're installing on concrete subfloors, ensure they are at least 60 days old and constructed according to ASTM E1745. Level any uneven spots using a polymer-modified Portland cement patch. If the surface is non-porous, abrade it with 30 grit sandpaper before installation. For glue-down floors, concrete with a rating of 3000 psi or greater is required. Radiant heat systems. If you're installing over radiant heat, ensure compatibility with your in-floor heating system. The flooring surface should not exceed 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 27 degrees Celsius. After installation, increase the temperature gradually by 2 degrees Fahrenheit per day to avoid damaging the floor. Installation methods. There are 3 primary installation methods for engineered wood flooring: glue down, staple down, and floating. Let's go through each one. Glue down installation. Start by choosing a straight exterior wall as your guide. Measure the width of 2 planks plus their thickness, mark both ends of the room, and snap a chalk line. Spread adhesive from the chalk line to the starter wall using a 45 degrees trowel angle. Proper adhesive spread is key to a strong bond. Replace the trowel every 2,000 to 3,000 square feet to avoid improper bonding. Lay the first row of planks with the tongue facing the wall. Ensure alignment using a straight edge or spacers. Most walls aren't perfectly straight, so scribe and cut planks if needed to maintain a consistent expansion space. Spread 2.5 to 3 feet of adhesive at a time, and place planks firmly without sliding. Use a tapping block for tight seams and clean any adhesive off the surface immediately. After installing, remove straight edges and apply adhesive to the remaining subfloor. Allow light foot traffic after 12 hours, and remove painter's tape after 24 hours. Reinstall any transition pieces and apply felt pads to furniture legs. Staple down installation. For a staple down installation, start by measuring the plank width plus thickness from the starting wall and marking a chalk line. Secure the first row with brad or finishing nails. For the next 2 rows, align nails at a 45-degree angle through the tongues. Use an engineered wood flooring stapler to secure the planks, maintaining the correct spacing between staples. Adjust the compressor to ensure proper stapling without damaging the planks. Floating installation. For a floating installation, start by undercutting door casings, installing the recommended underlayment, and leaving expansion gaps equal to the plank thickness. Begin in the right-hand corner of the room, placing wedges to maintain expansion gaps. Lay the first row with the groove side against the wall. Offset end joints by at least 6 inches in adjacent rows. Apply glue to all tongues and grooves before locking planks together. For the final row, cut the planks to fit, ensuring proper expansion gaps, and use a pull bar to secure the last row. General tips and warnings. Before we finish, here are some general tips and warnings to keep in mind. Ensure the subfloor is dry to prevent moisture-related damage. Excessive moisture can cause flooring issues that may not be covered by your warranty. Always leave appropriate expansion gaps around walls and fixed objects to allow for natural wood expansion. Thank you for following our guide on installing engineered wood flooring. Remember, while this guide provides a comprehensive overview, always follow the manufacturer-specific instructions and guidelines for your particular flooring product. Enjoy your installation,